Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what I hate more than anything, man? I hate the fact that the women out here, they the ones you gotta go to. I was thinking about that. Like, this is another trick in the human prison bar system. Now check this out. If you a person with a soul, right? Then you surrounded by people, them. You get what I'm saying? For those who don't know the terminology, the trivial humans establishing mayhems, the human prison bars, the HPBs. Now, people with souls, right? Us, the United Souls. Look, as a man, this is another trick of the human prison bar thing. Check this out. They put us in this world, right? Take me, for instance. I'm a man. I'm a part of the United Souls, right? But the females, since the majority of everybody is HPBs, what does that mean? That what we are left to choose from is nothing but HPB females. So if you're a man and you have a soul, you don't have no options. I thought about that. That's another trick of the HPB system, man. It's like we're in a buffet, right? And everything they got in the buffet, I'm using a metaphor. Everything they have in a buffet restaurant is all unhealthy food. So what do you choose from? You get what I'm saying? So they threw us in this pot and they left us with nothing but HPB females. Because at the end of the day, every female gets pregnant. And all of them got the same attitudes. They got the same ways. They act the same. So really, we stuck. They got our backs up against the wall, man. I was thinking that, man. It hit me so vivid. Especially when you're a man like a left side of the brain and you on this type of stuff. We don't have no options when it comes to women. We don't. I mean, that's another aspect to this thing, man. I was just thinking about it because the reason why it has to be that way, because check it out. They didn't create a female that would be like us. Because a female is designed to have babies. So it would go against the female's biological design to think like this. Because think about it. If we had a woman that was on this level, she could still get what? Pregnant. And then she would still be playing into the whole HPB thing. Like the having babies just so they can have another soul. You get what I'm saying? So think about that. That hit me like a ton of bricks. And that's why all these women out here, they act the same. And when you be out like looking around and seeing females, you might see that some of them look good, but you know that upstairs they don't fit. At least for me. And that's just another revelation I got. And I'm putting that in the book too. That men of the United Soul family, we don't have no options when it comes to women. We don't. It's either the way we think or the way they think. Because no matter what, that female can get pregnant. Whether she tries to think like us or not, she still can get pregnant and end up with a baby. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So I'm not making this a throw. It may sound like I'm throwing all females under the bus, but I can't go against what my revelation was given to me because that's what it is. Like, I don't see no females like on this level that will support these teachings and be behind a man like this. I don't see it. Do y'all see it? I'm talking to the men. Do you see it? Because me, left side, reporting live from the battlefield, I don't see it. I'm sorry, I don't see it. I mean, and I've been living long enough, man. I've searched high, I've searched low, I've looked to and I have looked fro. I've looked north, I have looked south. I turned my head east and I turned my head to the west. And every female I ever came across, they failed the test. How many of you men can attest to what I'm saying? This is real. And people will be like, oh, it's somebody somewhere. Where? Under a rock? Where? Where at? Because me, left side of the brain, if I had a stack of Bibles in front of me, I'll place my hand on them. I don't see it. And that revelation, it just hit me tonight like a ton of bricks. That, number one, us men of the United Soul Coalition, we don't have no options when it comes to females. Number two, every female can get pregnant. And that in itself let me know that. And number three, if it has to be like I'm saying, because even if a woman can never understand the knowledge that we teach, because everything that we face as men, she does not go through. She don't have to go through it. She don't understand. So what I'm saying is, it has to be that way, because a female, at the end of the day, she don't understand everything that a man goes through. And no matter what, she still can get pregnant. So just being around a woman, like if you having sex with a woman, right, there is a risk involved that she will get pregnant. You see what I'm saying? So after putting all the dice together and rolling them up in my hand and tossing the dice, that's what it rolled out to be. Exactly what I'm saying. We don't have an option, people. You know what I'm saying? Now, until a female proves me wrong, that's what I have to stand upon. Just because a woman leave a comment in the comment section, I don't know you in real life. It sounds good in the comment section. I appreciate it, but I don't see it. Do y'all see it? And if you agree with me, I want to hear what the men got to say. What y'all think about that? Because I want y'all to get more proactive in the comment section. You know, what you think about that revelation, man? Because, and I'm going to tell you something else. As soon as I got the revelation, right, it was this big ass, it was this chick, right? She had a nice ass booty, man. Like she told me she was from Florida, right? And she had this nice round ass, man. She came to me. I had started making this video, right? She walked out of the car and I seen her. And then I gave her my number. I ain't gonna lie. I gave her my number because she was feeling me and whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I gave her my number. And then I thought about it. I said, you know what? The reason why she did that is because she wanted to make me not make this video. Just because she gave me the time of day and I gave her my number and whatever, that don't mean I'm taking back what I'm saying. I don't see that woman that I just met a few minutes ago. I don't see her as no female that will support the way that I think. And she still can get pregnant at the end of the day. Do y'all get what I'm saying? It has to be that way. Because they're not going to design this thing to where, like, after the time of the great falling away, right? The motive behind the great falling away is split. Like the male, see, I don't have to explain too much about all of that. But to make it short, the female, after the time of the great falling away, she was created to keep the men prisoners to the feeling that we once had before we was in these bodies. See, the sexual feeling is the state of being that we had before the great falling away. We was living in a orgasmic state. After the great falling away, post great falling away, that eternal bliss was stored. That energy was stored inside of our genital areas. And they came up with a clever plan. They created nerves in our private area. I know this sounds crazy to y'all. I know y'all think this is what it is. They created nerves. See, everything is intelligent design. Y'all wake up and stop thinking this ain't no game. I'm not crazy. I'm not smoking. I'm telling you exactly what happened. They created nerves in our genital areas and in the female genital area to make us get a stimulation. That's why they didn't make us like one sexual being that can get pregnant without another sexual being. You know why? Because let's just say a catastrophe happened on the earth, right? And if it was like all in one body, like asexual beings that can impregnate itself, you could just decide to commit suicide, right? Let's just say if everybody decided to commit suicide and that would be the end of everything. If it was just asexual beings that got themselves pregnant, then they couldn't use a woman to make you sell out because you wouldn't need anybody else for stimulation. You get what I'm saying? So that woman is a part of that stimulation package that makes the man chase after that orgasm that you feel during sex. So I'm saying all of this to say it has to be the way that I'm saying, because they wouldn't have created a female who can get pregnant like one of us United Souls males, like one of the United Soul males who think like we think, because it would go against her biological design of being able to get pregnant. You get what I'm saying? So the whole game is to get us in these bodies that was created with sexual organs to chase after the female who is connected to the system, because women by nature are more social than men. They very social. So that's why they created it like this. So the man, in order for him to get with that female, he has to be a socialite as well. A socialite means somebody that's in the clique. You follow all of the latest trendy styles and you're not on the material that left side of the brain is telling you right now. You on that other stuff. Like you just like a man of perdition. You follow after the ways of the world. And so they created the woman to be basically a colony mind. Females are more colony minded. Now you got a lot of colony minded males as well, because we speak about the male HPB, right? So what happens is you have us jaguar males like myself who is not a part of the HPB males. So what happens is we are left with no options. That's what I'm saying. If you are a United Soul male, you don't have no options. Because again, that female body was designed with the eternal orgasm that we used to have before the great falling away. That eternal orgasm was separated and placed into male and female. And then they gave us sexual organs. And that's why it's a game too. Check it out. That word organ, right? You know, an organ, like a church organ, and you just play the music on it. That's why it's all a game. It's a game. Like, you play the organ. So it's a game. You get it? Sexual organs. Play an organ in the church, like a church organ and a choir. Sexual organs. That's why it's a game. That male and female dating game and all of that stuff. It's a game that no one can win. It's not set up for a man to win in this game, because it's designed to make you sell out. So eventually you just have a baby. You get a woman pregnant and that's it. That's why they made us like this. That's why they gave us the sexual organs with the stimulation and all of that. And then you nut and she be coming and moaning and you having sex. That's what it's all about. Because if we had that orgasm, if we had that orgasm without having to have sex with a woman, and I'm not even talking about masturbating, because that's not the same feeling orgasm. When you with a woman, that's a real orgasm. If we could get that same feeling without having to have sex with a female, then they couldn't entrap us. That's why they made the female be separate from the male. It's all a trick within the design of the male species and the female species. And all of that came to me tonight. That we don't have no options out here with these females. And when you out here dealing with women, I'm telling you, don't get her pregnant. If you didn't get anything out of this video, if you are a man of wisdom, do not get a female pregnant. Don't get her pregnant. I'm telling you. Don't get her pregnant. Because it's all about conforming to the world. Pregnant. And it's no coincidence that the last 3 letters in the word pregnant is ant. A-N-T. Ants live in a colony. That's all they're trying to do. And a woman, her belly forms just like an ant mound. If she lay on her back, it's just like an ant mound. You know how ants, they build those like pyramid ant mounds? When a woman lays on her back, pregnant, ant, she lay on her back, it's a mound, like an ant mound. And that correlates with the law of exceedings. Who remember the law of exceedings? Did I tell y'all about the law of exceedings yet? The law of exceedings states that everything in nature that you see in nature, anything in the spiritual world does not exceed beyond what you see in nature. Meaning, how I just gave that metaphor about pregnant ending in ants and the ant mound and ants living in colonies, and we live in colonies, and the female is like the queen ant. All of that correlates with the law of exceedings, which states that human behavior does not exceed beyond what you see around you. You see everything in the natural world. Everything you see in the natural world takes place in our world as humans. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all know ain't nobody breaking it down like this on the left side of the brain channel. I'm giving you the realness to this thing, man. Hey, man, don't have no babies. Don't get no female pregnant. If anything, if you want to be with a woman, just get your dick sucked, man. And if you fuck her, man, don't come inside of her. I always pull out. Pull out and nut on her butt, on her back. Nut on her back, man. I didn't mean to say that word, because somebody's, I want to keep it clean. But if you're going to have sex with her, man, pull out, nut on her back, nut on her chest. Hey, they say the safest sex is in between the breasts. It's guaranteed. You can get a nut. Hey, all you got to do, put some KY jelly, especially if she got some double D's. Put some KY jelly. Hey, we men. Come on, we grown people. I know women watching, you grown. It ain't nothing I'm saying that you haven't heard. Come on, Jaguars. And I'm not making this video to eliminate. We can keep the females around. I don't have no problems with females in the Jaguar community. I don't, because I like things to be real. We have females in the comment section. Only thing I ask of females, don't come up here and try to deny what we are saying. If you a female and you was born a female, just say it. Just admit it. What left side of the brain is saying is right. That's why we was designed as females. Just admit it. Don't come in our community and try to mess it up and be arguing with us in the comment section. Don't do that. I don't mind females participating. That's a beautiful thing. I like females. I don't hate women. My mother is a woman. Let's just be real. I'm just waking you up to the fact of what it is. Like I say, it's male human prison bars. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying that I haven't come across a female that's down with all of this stuff I'm saying. I can only go by what I have experienced in my life. You see what I'm saying? But back what I was saying, if you're going to mess with females, think of creative ways. Get your dick sucked. Have sex in between the titties. You can bust on her breast. If you're going to fuck her, pull out before you come. Nut on the arch of her back or something. But don't stay in till you nut inside of her. Don't do it. I'm telling you, man. And if you got a kid already, don't have no more kids. Take care of the kids you got and raise that child to be a Jaguar. If you got kids, that's what you do. Raise that child to be a Jaguar. Anyway, tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Oh, and yeah, and this left side of the brain signing out.